A lot of apprehension and tension building up to the meeting between the Chief Minister and the film industry leaders. I have with me D Suresh Babu, producer and someone who attended the meeting this morning. You all came out smiling. It was like the happy ending to a Tollywood movie, or is it all for the audiences to watch?
Not at all. It was wholeheartedly satisfying meeting for everybody. Like you said, was there an apprehension? Yes, what is going to happen? And all of us went there. But by the end of the meeting, probably it was one of the best interactions between a chief minister and a industry. There was so much cordial relationship, so satisfactory. Everybody spoke their hearts off. It's not that they were worried to say something. They spoke whatever they wanted. And he was also very positive about it.
The speech, so to speak, in the assembly that the chief minister gave, that seemed to suggest that there's this hostility that's developing between the chief minister and the film industry, because with one brush he did say that all of you queued up to go and meet Allu Arjun after he came out of jail. Did that come up? Because he was visibly upset and emotionally upset on that day.
See, many of these things are, in the sense, not intentionally created, but perceptionally created in the society by people who mean good or bad is not the thing. Those kinds of perceptions are always there. And today everybody is fighting for that headline every minute. And we are countering headlines on both sides. So sometimes we just don't take a step back, think and say what we need to say. We are all in a hurry. See, all of us, we all went to see Arjun as a personal friend. But we were also surprised that there was so much of media there. We were not even thinking that we thought it's a personal visit.
Was the film industry also caught in a sense in the political crossfire?
Maybe a little bit indirectly, yes. There was, it was, in the sense, as an industry, we've always been apolitical and non-religious. In the sense, that's been the stand. Whichever government comes, we are with that government. And we are always for the law of the land. Whether there is a big person or a small person, whoever is affected, we all, the majority of the industry and the industry bodies want the law of the land to be implemented. So there is not going to be any budging on that. Now, if there is some kind of help that we require, we will go and ask. But that's the stand that all of us have all taken.
So did the issue of the Sandhya Theatre episode and the developments that followed, did that figure at the meeting?
A couple of members spoke about it. They said, as an industry, we are sorry for what happened. It should not have happened. But at the same time, please don't take off our rights of going and watching a movie. And we also promise that there will be more caution in the way we address these large kinds of gatherings. The police also had suggestions on how to conduct these things, take better permissions, have better barricading, better things, and so that there is a system in which we can do these things. See, we ourselves have been noticing, it's not today. I remember Ramajira Garu stopped a film award function because there was a stampede in those days. That mass frenzy, when it comes, there is no one who can control it. But we have to have that thought process of trying to map what might happen there and be cautious and not get caught up in this headlining business. That's when all these problems will happen.
The Chief Minister is reported to have said that no compromise on the law and order per se, and also putting the onus on celebrities and their private security teams to behave in a particular manner and issue guidelines. Is that what was discussed too?
No, there was a discussion on when we are hiring these agencies, just check the credentials of those agencies. It should not become, because you're hiring when you hire a security for your company, there's a certain way. Now you're hiring certain other people called bouncers. Now who are they? Where are they coming from? What is it? Do proper cross-checking and only do that. That was suggested by the police.
I know you're not a political person, but you know the opposition parties have been commenting, saying that the meeting of a chief minister with the father of a person who is accused in this particular case will influence the case, or is not sending the right signal?
No, Arvind Garu did not speak about that case at all, and that was not at all there. And this was more for Hyderabad, the Telugu film industry, and how to make Hyderabad the national and international hub for cinema. That's the biggest. See, we are proud that we brought the industry from Chennai to Hyderabad. Our next goal is, can we make this a bigger place? We will be, as an industry, as individuals, we'll all be very proud if we can make this the national hub, the international hub for filmmaking. That's our goal. And that's all of us want to work towards. And that's the kind of cinema we've been making. When they started Bahubali, it was, and Eager, Rajmouli went a step ahead. Now we have to take those 10 steps ahead. We asked for support from the government to get us the right infrastructure, because it's very IT related today. A lot of AI relation is there. And this city is already an AI, is a IT, AI kind of city. So we wanted more support from them so that we can work together to try and reach those days. Earlier, we wanted land to build floors. Now we need huge IT technology. So that's the bigger picture that we want. And the government is also very interested in skilling. We are also very interested in reskilling our people and getting further skills to everybody. Because we are not going to stay on top if we don't know how to skill ourselves better. I knew it, I did it, that story is not going to last. Things are changing so fast, we want to be on top. We want the advertising film industry of the country to come here. We want the Netflixes and Amazons to have their bases here. We want everything in Hyderabad, and this town has enough to give everybody. So
the ecosystem here, in terms of tech, in terms of AI, in terms of skill, talent, is all existing already.
So we just want to build up on that. So it'll be good for the local industry, and it'll be good for, and getting a, see, the size of media business might be big but not great enough like an IT business, but the visibility will make a lot of impact to the state. So that's what the earlier government did when they brought the industry from Chennai to Hyderabad. We need to do it now for the next generation.
One more visual which was very interesting from your meeting is Mr. Nagarjuna actually putting the shawl on the Chief Minister. There have been certain run-ins that happened, Mr. Nagarjuna's Zen convention being demolished, and yet today Mr. Arvind was there, Mr. Nagarjuna was there. This was meant to be also some kind of an icebreaker, isn't it? If there was a distance, if there was a gap.
Definitely, if there were small gaps, which happens in our lives, it happens with our own children, our parents. So if there was anything, it was cleaned off very, very well. At the end of the meeting, there were good smiles, good body languages with everybody. Everyone was positive.
One of the issues that was being spoken about is, after the incident happened, in the assembly, the Chief Minister announced that from now on, no premiere show, no incentives, you're coming to me for nothing. Was the air cleared on that, and how important is it for especially big films to have these kind of premiere shows?
See, in the industry also, there are two sets of voices on this. When the CM announced this, that there might not be prizes, the Telugu exhibitors of Andhra Pradesh, they conducted a meeting and they said, we will request even Chandrababu Naidu Garu not to give extra rates. Because many people feel that extra rates is not good in the long run. But that's a very debatable point. The people who make the films, they want it so that, see, Pushpa does not have extra rates anywhere in the rest of the country. And it broke all records. It's not that it needed it here. Probably it would have broken records otherwise also. But when you have an opportunity, we try to use that. So that way, I personally, each one has his own opinion. Whether they give the rates or not, those films are going to collect that kind of money. See, that's what proved in a Telugu star who can't speak Hindi, has made the biggest Hindi hit in a Hindi language where there is no price hike. It's period as it is, and they've done it. Same thing in Karnataka. It played to its levels, and it's the biggest there. So those, wherever people like a film, they'll take it to the next level.